going to be doing the video tutorial for the #1 voted style from last week, which happens to be the last style that I did for the week on Friday, and it is this lovely updo here. I was just playing around with some different creative twisted styles and came up with this look and was very, very happy with it. And it turns out that you guys were just as happy with it because you guys voted it as the #1 style for the week. And so I'm excited to show you guys how I got this look so that you can achieve it on your own or something similar, or just to give you some inspiration for some ideas that you can come up with on your own. So if you are interested to see how I came up with this lovely updo, then please stay tuned. Guys, so I am back and I have sectioned out my hair for this style, and it looks a little funky, but there are 3 sections to this style. All right, so the first section here, I have sectioned out. You can kind of see how it's, and you guys know, I haven't said this in a long time, but I don't do precision parting. It's not about precision because you never see the parts in my styles anyway. So don't be alarmed if this is like zigzaggy. But anyway, so we have this part in the front, and then I've kind of gone off to the side and even around kind of to the back a little bit. Okay? So that's how this first section is sectioned out. All right, so I'm just gonna brush this out with my Denman brush, and this very first flat twist, and actually all the flat twists that I'm gonna do, but it's most visible in the very first flat twist, is going to be what I like to call the invisible twist, at least when you're working with the front section of your hair. You can see this twist in detail in my how-to flat twist video, which I will put a link for in the description box. Okay, but essentially, instead of going backwards when you twist, I'm going to go forward. I'm going to go forward instead of backward. Okay, and what that does when you're working with the front of your hair is it makes the twist invisible. Pretty much, like you can tell that something is going on, but you can't essentially see the twist. Okay, and so this is going to be a secure twist, not really allowing for any give at all, because I want to make sure that I'm able to flat twist all the way around with all of this hair that I have sectioned out. And in order to do that, I have to keep a pretty secure twist. And I'm just going to leave it like this for now. But you see how you can't really see the twist as visible as you would be able to if you were to twist in the opposite direction. Okay, so this next section of hair is sectioned out very similar to the very first one. It's just kind of the next layer. So I've kind of got it parted here and then around the back, and then I'm going to do the exact same flat twist with this section, and then I'm going to start here and I'm going to flat twist forward just like I did with the first section. And again, this is also going to be a secure twist. All right, like so. And as you come up a level, you can see that the twist now becomes a bit more visible than it is in the very front. Okay, so just a slightly different look. In this last section, I'm going to do the same thing. All right, so the next part is pinning these twists. So I started with pinning the very last twist that I just did. And all I did, you guys, was tuck this bad boy right in. I just tucked it in and secured it with a bobby pin. And this is where the height from the style comes from, this top twist right here. The other twist, I'm gonna take and pull around. So I'm kind of formulating a bun. So this is gonna be the center of the style right here. And then the rest of these twists are just gonna wrap around it. Okay, so that's all I did is I'm taking this twist and wrapping around that middle twist that I did, or the last twist. And then I'm securing this with a bobby pin. And this last, or the very first one that I did, actually kind of make sure that it can come all the way around, and I'm doing the same thing. Now the challenge, or not challenge, actually I'll show you guys that last. So you can kind of see here in the back I got some bulkiness happening. That is okay. You're just gonna pin those down with bobby pins. And that's just from the flat twist, you know, kind of twisting around. It's a tough motion to do in a flat twist. And so you're gonna have a little excess hair that we're just gonna pin down back there. All right, so this first twist that we did is gonna come around just like this second one did. And we're gonna also secure it with a bobby pin on the other side. And once you've got them all secured, then you're just gonna go back and make sure you don't have any excess hair, any bulky spaces or sections that are, you know, just kind of sticking out. We wanna make sure that we secure all of those with bobby pins. And I feel like I'm pretty well secured. I'm gonna turn around here. I think I feel a little bulkiness. I'm gonna turn around before I try to pin it, so you guys can see. But you see I feel a little bulkiness happening right here. So I'm just gonna kind of smooth that up and secure it with a bobby pin, like that. Okay. Just kind of tuck it off in there, really nice. But you guys, look how nice this is. I was so happy with the way this turned out. And this is a really, really nice updo that you can wear for a night out. Even something formal, you could do a look like this for a formal event, or just every day, going to work, updo. And this didn't take a whole lot of time. I know I spent a lot of time talking about the different sections and what I was doing, but you guys, I'm right at 10 minutes on my video. So minus talking, you know, this is a fairly quick updo. So that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching this tutorial. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, if it was helpful, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And thanks for voting last week. Be sure to vote again this week for your top 2 favorite styles. All right, guys, I will see you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching.